I get to do a lot of things up here as mayor, and we get to make some honor people. And I'll tell you what, there's this thing that came onto my desk this time is something that is really special to me. Kiplyn Davis, a great gal that was in our city that went missing. And I can remember the day, because every day I'd call Richard Davis in the morning, and we'd go get a drink and a donut. And that was a tough day. So, sorry. But due to their family and their diligence, I think they've done a lot of good, and brought this attention to us of people that go missing, and especially here in our city. And when Krista came up to me and asked me to do this, and she said what she was doing for her sister, I was behind it 100%. And I thought this was great. And Chris, I don't know if you want to come up and say anything. I'd sure invite you to come up here and kind of tell us what we got going here.
All right, I'm Carissa. I'm Kiplyn's younger sister. We are planning a candlelight vigil for my sister on May 2nd, the year that she disappeared. It's through 7 through 9. It's fun of the Christmas Box Angel, and they're inviting people to come and be with us and join us for her memory. And what we're doing, not just for my sister, but for all the missing people in Utah. There's so many out there that are missing, and we want to show them their love and their support, their families and loved ones. And like I said, it's been really hard for my family, and we're doing this. And I always wanted to do something like this for a while, and I asked Camilla to help me. And I was like, will you help me to think of something we can do to bring her memory alive? And she mentioned a visual, and I thought, that's an awesome plan. And so I talked to my parents. That was a great idea to do this, and that's why we're doing this on a memory of her anniversary.
So
Tell us who you are.
Oh, I'm Camilla Larson. I was friends with Kiplyn growing up while we lived here in Spanish Fork. I'm a super big fan of music, and so I listened to a lot of music. And when I heard this the other day, that's kind of what made me think about the Declaration Day for Kiplyn's Day. And Macklemore says, I heard you die twice. Once when they bury you in the ground, and the second time is the last time that somebody mentions your name. And so this is a way that you as a council, us as citizens of the city, will make sure that her memory lives on forever. And that day was such a hard day for me. I remember when my grandma called me up and she's like, Camilla, Kiplyn's missing, Kiplyn's gone. And I just felt like a little girl. My whole life just shattered in that moment. So when Carissa reached out to me, of course, I jumped on board and wanted to do anything that we can to obviously make sure that her memory does live on.
I just wanted to get up and say how proud I am of Carissa and Camilla for what they're doing. This is pretty neat. You know, it was 23 years ago that she disappeared. It seems like it was yesterday. You know, Kiplyn was a bubbly 15-year-old, you know, growing up, and I just want to give one memory of her right now to everybody so they understand how wonderful of a girl she was. She truly loved life. She loved Spanish Fork. She loved her high school, and she loved her friends. But one day, when she was in Young Women's, the Young Women's advisor asked the girls, if you could be anybody in the world, who would you like to be? And when I got up to Kiplyn, Kiplyn says, I'd like to be me. And advisor says, no, I mean, if you could be anybody. And she says, I can't think of anybody I would rather be than myself. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, we all need to have that type of an attitude, you know. And, you know, I talked about Spanish Fork, and I talk about me a lot. I say, you know, I'm 5'0". I'm wrinkly and old. I can't run like I used to. I says, but I can't think of anybody I'd rather be than myself. You know, I'm lucky to be here. I've got a wonderful family, great friends that I've had all my life here, wonderful neighbors, a great city to live in. You know, if you want to talk about the richest man in town, here he is. Here he is. And I'm just lucky. We're lucky. We are lucky. Anyway, I just wanted to just get up and mention that I'm just so proud of these two. They deserve all the credit. They're putting this program on, this vigil, and I'm really proud of them. We're going to honor not only Kiplyn, but some of the missing children that live in Utah County. But you know, Steve Adams brought Carissa all the missing people that are in Utah, and it amazed me. This is how many people are missing in Utah. I just cannot believe it. Where are these people? You know, if anybody knows where Kiplyn is, or where any of these people are, please tell the law enforcement agencies. Please go to our local officials and tell them where they are. Because there's families out there that have got their porch light on too, waiting for them to come home. So just open up your hearts and tell us where they are. Anyway, that's going to be May 2nd, 7 o'clock at the cemetery up by the Christmas box angel. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Along with that, I get to do something that I am really excited to do for Kiplyn. Mayoral declaration declaring May 2nd Kiplyn's Day. Bringing awareness and education to missing and exploited persons. Whereas, since 1996, Amber Alerts have assisted with recusing 897 children nationwide. Whereas, there was over 475,000 entries to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children website in 2017. Whereas currently there are 88,040 active missing persons records nationwide. Whereas currently there are 21 missing persons in the state of Utah, 10 missing persons in Utah County. Whereas a child goes missing every 40 seconds nationwide. Whereas there are 2,300 American kids and adults that go missing every day. Whereas violent crimes has steadily increased and increased 18% in the state of Utah. Whereas Utahns have a 1 in 412 chances of becoming a victim of a violent crime in Utah. Whereas in the state of Utah, in 2017, there were 731 incidents involving kidnappings and abductions. Now, therefore, I declare May 2nd as Kiplyn's Day, bringing awareness and education to missing and exploited persons in memory of Kiplyn Davis, who disappeared on May 2nd, 1995, from Spanish Fork High School and is yet to return home. There is a great need to bring awareness to all persons who are missing because public assistance dramatically increases the odds of finding an individual safe before fatalities occur. It is crucial to the education, the public, especially minors, on how to be safe at home and play. In witness thereof, I hereto set my hand, cause this day, 2nd day of May, as Kiplyn's Day, bringing awareness and education to missing and exploited persons. Great job. You did a great job. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Just echo what Mayor Leifson said about Richard and Carissa and your family. great, wonderful family. Carissa, great job bringing awareness to this issue in our community, and we love you. We love Kiplyn, and we love your family, and I know this community does as well. And Richard, it's an honor to be counted as a server. You epitomize that word, not a leader in the community, but a server. The many things you do before you were a councilman here, and after you've been a councilman, you're to everything to serve people, and the community knows it. And so I'm proud to know that family, and proud that Kiplyn's got a day.
Thanks, Richard. And you girls, it's funny because I remember I was a senior at Spanish Fork High School, May 2nd, 1995. Just about to graduate by the skin of my teeth, if it wasn't for Betty Wyman and Bob Backman and Ann Dart and a few said names, and Kiplyn went missing. And I wish I would have known her a little better. But I'd say that if anything, not only changes that some people made in their life, possibly some changes in my life, I was able to get to know all that family, and I'm a better person for it. So I am very excited about May 2nd becoming Kiplyn Davis Day, and that's all I have, Mayor.